Hi, I'm Rick Kahler. Thanks for joining me. But does everyone have the potential to become rich? Theoretically, yes. But will most people become rich? Unfortunately not. Like mastering any profession, building wealth requires focus and passion and a certain set of skills. It's not for everyone. Still, in America, more people have the opportunity to build wealth than to become major league sports players, movie stars, or Broadway actors. Knowing when you've reached your goal isn't as obvious for becoming rich as it is in sports or acting. I wouldn't consider a retired couple who have saved all their lives and have a net worth of around $2 million as rich. But I would consider them as wise, hardworking, or frugal. They have built up enough net worth to take care of themselves so they won't be a burden on their children or their fellow taxpayers. Others might suggest just having the ability to pay your own way without government assistance qualifies you as rich. They would see financial independence defined as being able not just to do what you want, but to easily shoulder the responsibility of taking care of yourself as being rich. Now, whatever you choose for your definition of rich, achieving financial independence seems to me to be the socially conscious thing to do. While being financially independent is a good thing for the individual, I would suggest it pays even greater rewards to your community and the nation as a whole. Every person who is financially self-sufficient is one more person sending revenue to the government rather than depending on revenue from the government for support. To become financially independent, there are two skills that you're going to need to learn to master: living on less than you earn and learning how to save, invest, and prudently use resources that you do have. What isn't necessary for financial independence, though it can help, is earning a high income. I know one person who has earned $1 million a year for decades and only has a large home with a large mortgage to show for it. Conversely, I know people who have never earned more than $100,000 in any one year and who have acquired a net worth of $2 to $4 million. Income, careers, and investment choices have less to do with building wealth than most people realize. So let's take a look at a few ways that you could look at the potentially rich. High earners who are spending more than they earn should be rich, but aren't. Those with little education or resources working two low-wage jobs are unlikely to be rich, but could potentially be. Those with inherited wealth are born rich. They aren't necessarily guaranteed to stay that way. Those who have limited financial resources but have ability and education are the potentially rich. Those who own businesses and make a middle-class living, but the business is worth several million dollars if they sell it, are future rich. And those with middle-class incomes who are saving for retirement are future financially independent. Part of defining wealth is whether it supports your lifestyle. A net worth tied up in a ranch or other business isn't necessarily wealth in terms of supporting a richer lifestyle or increasing your cash flow. Assessing the wealth or accessing that wealth would require selling the business, which may be your passion. So selling it too early could also result in prematurely killing the goose before it ever gets a chance to lay enough golden eggs. The bottom line is this: that individually and as a nation, we would do well to reject attempts by politicians or anyone else to lump the rich into one category, like assuming Major League Baseball players are interchangeable with Broadway starlets. It just doesn't work. Thanks for listening.